bit. All right, we're going to get going here shortly. So, Kelly, you can go ahead and cut the lights. Want to kick the song? All right, everyone, we're going to go ahead and get the opening ceremony started off here. We're going to invite our officer team, 2019-2020 officer team with Sentinel McKenna Brower and Secretary Missy Oswagon. All right, your 2019-2020 treasurer and reporter, Rachel Klein and Carly Troina. All right, and your 2019-2020 Vice President and President, Kobe Ryherd and Diana Mulder.
The banquet hall will come to order. We are now holding the annual banquet of the Appleton-Parkersburg FFA chapter. Mr. Vice President, are all officers at their stations?
I shall call the roll of officers, determine if they are at their stations, and report back to you, Madam President. The Sentinel.
Stationed by the door.
Your duties there.
Through this door pass many friends of the FFA. It is my duty to see that the door is open at all times and that they are welcome. I care for the meeting room and paraphernalia and strive to keep the room comfortable and assist the president in maintaining order.
The reporter.
The reporter is stationed by the flag.
Why by the flag?
As the flag covers the United States of America, so I strive to inform the people in order that every man, woman, and child may know that the FFA is a national organization that reaches from the states of Alaska to the Virgin Islands and from Maine to Hawaii.
The treasurer.
Stationed at the emblem of Washington.
Your duties there.
I keep a record of receipts and disbursements just as Washington kept his farm accounts, carefully and accurately. I encourage thrift among the members and strive to build up our financial standings through savings and investments. George Washington was better able to serve his country because he was financially independent.
The secretary.
Stationed by the ear of corn.
Your duties there.
I keep an accurate record of all duties and correspond with other secretaries wherever corn is grown and FFA members meet.
The advisor.
Here by the owl.
Why by the owl?
The owl is a time-honored emblem of knowledge and wisdom. Being older than the rest of you, I am asked to advise you from time to time as the need arises. I hope that my advice will always be based on true knowledge and ripened with wisdom. Mr. Vice President, why do you keep a plow at your station?
The plow is a symbol of labor and tillage of the soil. Without labor, neither knowledge nor wisdom can accomplish much. My duties require me to assist at all times in directing the work of our organization. I preside over meetings in the absence of our president, whose place is beneath the rising sun.
And why is she so stationed?
The rising sun is a token of a new era in agriculture. If we follow the leadership of our president, we shall be led out of the darkness of selfishness and into the glorious sunlight of brotherhood and cooperation. Madam President, all officers are at their stations.
Thank you. The secretary will call the roll of members.
And 71 guests present, Madam President.
Thank you. FFA members, why are we here?
To
Practice brotherhood,
honor agricultural opportunities and responsibilities, and develop those qualities of leadership which an FFA member should possess.
May we accomplish our purposes, I now declare this banquet of the Appleton-Parkersburg FFA chapter duly open for the transaction of business and attention to any matter which shall now properly be presented. Hello and welcome to our chapter banquet. Although an unusual end to our year occurred, it didn't take away from all the great things our members had already completed. Tonight we recognize individuals in several facets of our organization. I would like to invite Mr. Aaron Thomas to the podium for this evening's welcome. Our chapter would like to extend a sincere thank you to Mr. Thomas for all he does for our chapter throughout the year. It is very unique to have such a supportive administrator, and we appreciate his continued support. Thank you.
Well, it is my honor and privilege to be here tonight to have this, which is usually, I believe, a March or April type deal. But I think so fitting, especially for our senior class, to be able to have this banquet. And then as I look back and reflect upon their years in high school and a part of our FFA program, it's Truly clear, the reason of our strength is our students. To go through 3 advisors in your 4-year period and to have the passion and commitment to this program and to make our chapter what it is a direct reflection to our students. Because ultimately it does come down to their leadership from within to keep this thing going. Along those lines, I must say the AC/DC Thunderstruck is the most Pudence way to start this. I am thoroughly convinced when Mr. Pudence wakes up in the morning, he is on. I've never seen him, what I would say, laid back. His passion for what he does each and every day, his commitment to our school, to our FFA program, to our ag coursework is second to none. And I can't say thank you enough for the enthusiasm he's brought to us this year. And the kids fed off it. It was clear to see our leadership got us through. We're building momentum. We're going forward. And then obviously COVID, the disappointment to not maybe have the fairs like they were, to not have the state fair like it was traditionally. But still the excitement to have this banquet as our seniors truly are very, very close now to their next step of life off to college. This still matters. And when I think about our FFA chapter, I will tell you it's something I'm extremely proud of. The commitment, the things we've been able to do, the way we're known throughout the state, which has just built since my time here. Not that I take any credit, but I've been very fortunate to hire the ag instructors we've been able to have, and that's through help. It's through help to our alumni and to you seniors. You're joining a very proud group. I can tell you Travis Williamson has sat in every ag interview I've had because his passion for ag, and it's not just Travis, there's other now parents in the room, but some that aren't even parents but care so much about this. Recent grads, I was able to talk to one tonight at a graduation party, Cassie Rice, and her passion for AP, FFA, and ag as a whole. And it's not just Cassie. But seniors, you now become that next step, that next link, and I hope this continues to matter. I hope through your busyness and wherever your travels take you, you reflect back on AP's FFA and you find a way to stay connected, to give back when called upon, to come to serve, to help, to encourage, to keep Mr. Pudence here. Those things matter. But it is truly my pleasure and so excited we could have this tonight because this program is a highlight of AP schools. To our seniors, I can't thank you enough for your leadership. For the juniors through freshmen, understand we lose a strong class, but that's a good thing. We want strong classes. It's now your responsibility to make sure the 2020-2021 chapter builds off what this chapter did. So from an AP administrative standpoint, we're proud of you. We thank you for all your hard work. To the parents and those here, support grandparents, friends, whomever you might be, we thank you for taking time tonight to come out, to be here. And it was my honor to speak at this banquet tonight. At this time, I'd like to invite Missy Oswagon to the stage. Thank you.
Tonight we will recognize our chapter scholars. Chapter scholars are individuals that excel in the classroom. These individuals excel in class participation as well as higher learning. These members must have a cumulative GPA of 3.5 or above. The following students will be receiving a certificate to recognize their academic achievements. Please hold all applause until the end. Freshmen, Hannah Bill, Eliza Buss, and Addison Williamson.
Come up and get your...
Yeah, come up. Sophomores, Abigail Behrens, Elizabeth Jansen, Charity Johnson, Cassidy Mowinkle, and Elena Mulder. Juniors: Bailey Alberts, Missy Oswagon, Brittany Gibson, Morgan Conan, and Elizabeth Moore. The state of Iowa also recognizes senior FFA members that have maintained 4 years of active membership and have maintained a 3.5 cumulative GPA, as well as maintained records of a successful SAE project. These awards are promoted, sponsored, and delivered to FFA chapters statewide by the Iowa Farm Bureau Federation. When your name is called, would the following members please come to the stage to receive your Academic Achievement Award? This year's senior scholars are Molly Benning, Rachel Klein, Megan Johnson, Nathan Clausen, Diana Mulder, Noah Oldenburger, Colby Ryherd, and Carly Troina. Congratulations, everyone. Can we please have a round of applause for our academic achievement recipients? We will now move on to recognition of members who competed in career development events. Will Rachel please come to the podium to announce the recipients?
I would now like to recognize our members' successes in the career development events. This year, our members put in countless hours preparing for CDE contests. Our members participated at sub-district contests at Ellsworth Community College. Many of our members advanced to district contests at Nevada High School, and many members earned the right to compete at the state contest that was unfortunately canceled this year. As your name is called, please come forward to receive your certificate. Audience, please hold all applause until the end. Ag Broadcasting. Rachel Klein received a gold rating at sub-districts and districts and was slated to compete at the state convention. Ag Sales. Trey Morris received a silver rating at sub-districts. Chapter Program. Abby Behrens, Kobe Ryherd, and Carly Troina received a gold rating at both sub-districts and districts and were slated to be the alternate team at state convention. Conduct of meetings. Hannah Bell, Charity Johnson, Ella Lubers, Wyatt Mitchell, Brady Peters, Henry Reintz, and Dalton Schell received a bronze rating at sub-districts. Creed speaking. Addison Williamson received a bronze rating at sub-districts. Extemporaneous speaking. Elizabeth Moore received a gold rating at sub-districts and was the alternate to districts. Job interview. Diana Mulder received a gold rating at sub-districts and districts and was the alternate to state convention. Public speaking. McKenna Brower received a gold rating at subdistricts and districts and was slated to compete at the state convention. Reporter's scrapbook. Carly Troina received a bronze rating. Business session voting delegates. Rachel Klein, Brittany Gibson, and Elena Mulder served as voting delegates for our chapter during the virtual State Leadership Conference business session. District officer. We also want to recognize McKenna Brower for running for a district officer position, and we'd also like to congratulate Diana Mulder for retiring from her year of service to the North Central District as the reporter. Congratulations, everyone. Can we please have a round of applause for our CDE award recipients? We will now move on to our FFA Creed. Will Diana please come to the podium to introduce our speaker?
Just awarded was Greenhand member Addison Williamson, who competed in the Creed-speaking CDE contest. During this contest, a first-year FFA member recites the FFA Creed in front of a room of judges and answers questions about the Creed and its morals. Addison put in several hours of practice and made our chapter proud competing in the contest. Addison would like the opportunity to perform the Creed in front of you tonight. Would you please come forward?
I believe in the future of agriculture, with a faith born not of words, but of deeds. Achievements won by present and past generations of future agriculturalists, and the promise of better days through better ways, for even as the better things we now enjoy have come to us from the struggles of former years. I believe that to live and work on a good farm or be engaged in any other agricultural pursuit is pleasant as well as challenging. For I know the joys and discomforts of the agricultural life and hold an inborn fondness for those associations which, even in the hours of discouragement, I cannot deny. I believe in leadership for ourselves and respect from others. I believe in my own ability to work efficiently and think clearly with such knowledge and skill that I can secure, and in the ability of a progressive agriculturalist to serve our own and the public's interest in producing and marketing the product of our toil. I believe in less dependence on begging and more power in bargaining, in the life abundant and enough honest wealth to help make it so for others as well as myself, in less need of charity and more of it when needed, in being happy for myself and playing square with those whose happiness depends on me. I believe that American agriculture can and will hold true to its best traditions of its national life, and that I can exert an influence in my home and community, which will stand solid for my part in this inspiring task. Thank you.
Thank you, Addie. The ability to stand and deliver the FFA Creed is not an easy one. It takes many hours of practice, memorization, and studying of general FFA knowledge to succeed in the event. This year's competitions certainly showed that as well. Still, the Creed speaker is always a first-year member who has to be ready to take on an individual role and receive a lot of pressure in the process. Those efforts are noticed and rewarded. Please accept this plaque as a token of these efforts. Will McKenna please come to the stage to recognize our top fruit sale members?
At the beginning of the year, Mr. Putin spoke to us and told us that our chapter ability to participate in local, district, state, and national events depended on our funding and our chapter received from various sources. The biggest source of our chapter's fundraising efforts comes from fruit sales. This fall has challenged individual members to sell over $750 during our annual fruit sales. He said that the rewards to those who did would go on a trip to Sundown Mountains for a ski trip in January. This year, 16 members took the proposition very seriously, and those who earned their trip were. Please hold your applause until the end. Bailey Alberts, Missy Oswagon, Hannah Bill, McKenna Brower, Rachel Klein, Luke Edeker, Brittany Gibson, Megan Johnson, Nathan Clausen, Elena Mulder, Noah Oldenburger, Colby Rice, Colby Ryherd, Henry Reinst, Carly Troina, and Addison Williamson. Please stand and be recognized. Let's give them all a round of applause for their funding efforts. Can Missy Oswagon, Megan Johnson, and Henry Wrights remain standing? There are a very high level of achievements that the chapter members strive for, and that was exceeding $1,500 worth of sales. Please give these three hard-working members one more round of applause, please. It is now time to recognize the top salesperson of the 2019-2020 year. Selling a whopping $2,143, our top salesperson this year is Missy Oswagon. Missy, can you come to the stage and receive your award? Congratulations, Missy. Can we now have Colby, Diana, Missy, and Mr. Pudens come to the stage to recognize degree recipients?
Madam President, I have the applications of 11 students enrolled in agricultural education who are candidates for the Green Hand FFA degree.
Our Constitution outlines minimum qualifications for our members to receive this degree. Mr. Pudens, do all candidates meet these minimum qualifications?
They have.
The Secretary will read the names of successful candidates.
Bailey Alberts, Hannah Bill, Elizabeth Buss, Briar DeGroat, Libby Jansen, Wyatt Mitchell, Ella Lubers, Brady Peters, Henry Reints, Dalton Shell, and Addison Williamson.
I'm going to do an order again.
Alphabetical.
Hannah. Libby. Where's Libby? Ella. Wyatt, you're next. Brady, you're next. No, Wyatt. Here, I think you're here. Henry. Dalton.
Will the candidate, there we go. You are about to receive the Green Hand FFA degree. This degree is the first of many accomplishments you will achieve as a member of our FFA chapter. Will you strive to develop your abilities through active participation in the FFA? If so, answer, we will.
The pin worn by Green Hands is made of bronze. Because of its hardness and endurance, bronze has been used for ages by those who sought a better substitute for crude stone instruments. May those qualities of hardness and endurance carry you far in our organization. Although you have done well, let me remind you that there are heights yet to be attained. Just as there are metals more precious than bronze, there are rare and more precious achievements to be won in our organization. The silver pin of the chapter degree and the gold charm of the state FFA degree await those who earn them.
Green Hands, we are proud to inscribe your names to the roll of the Appleton-Parkersburg FFA chapter, the Iowa FFA Association, and the National FFA Organization. Our advisor will now present you with your bronze pins.
Madam President, I have the application of 6 students enrolled in agricultural education who are candidates for the Chapter FFA degree.
Our Constitution outlines minimum qualifications for our members to receive this degree. Mr. Punins, do all candidates meet these minimum qualifications?
They have.
The Secretary will read the names of successful candidates.
Abby Behrens, Charity Johnson, Zachary Clausen, Cassidy Mowinkle, Elena Mulder, and Brady Romberg.
Will the candidates please rise and come forward? You are about to receive the Chapter FFA degree. This is the highest honor that any chapter can bestow upon its members. Will you strive to develop your abilities through active participation in the FFA? If so, answer, we will.
The pin worn by chapter members is made of silver. Although you have done well, let me remind you that there are heights yet to be attained. Just as there are metals more precious than silver, there are rare and more precious achievements to be won in our organization. The gold charm of the state FFA degree and the golden key of the American FFA degree await those who earn them.
Chapter members, we are proud to inscribe your names to the roll of the Appleton-Parkersburg FFA chapter, the Iowa FFA Association, and the National FFA Organization. Our advisor will now present you with your silver pins. Congratulations, Green Hand and chapter degree recipients. Can Carly come to the stage to recognize our honorary degree recipient?
An FFA chapter is only as successful as the people and community that support it. We are very lucky to live in an area that cares a lot about its young people and wants to see us succeed. This award is given to a person, group, business, organization, or entity that has made a tremendous effort towards improving our FFA chapter. This year, we would like to recognize a business in our school district. This year's honorary degree recipient, and if there is a representative, please come forward, is Brothers Market. Brothers Market has been a staple of the Appleton-Parkersburg community for over 12 years. Back in the fall of 2019, at the Dike New Hartford and Appleton-Parkersburg rivalry football game, our chapter hosted a goods drive to support local food pantries. Brothers Market teamed up with other local businesses to donate nearly $1,000 worth of food and goods. Additionally, at our harvest meal, Brothers Market graciously donated grocery bags when we ran out of our own sacks. Brothers Market goes above and beyond to provide for our community and chapter, and we are extremely grateful for the continued support. Congratulations to Brothers Market on receiving the honorary FFA degree. Can I now call Kobe to the stage to announce the recipients of the state and national degrees?
This year we want to recognize 5 individuals that have worked hard to achieve some of the FFA organization's highest honors. We would like to recognize Rachel Klein, Diana Mulder, and Carly Troina. Would you girls please come forward? This spring, they applied and received the highest award the Iowa FFA Association bestows upon its members, the Iowa degree. To achieve this award, they had to be an active member for at least 2 years, complete 360 hours of ag education, participate and keep records for a successful SAE project, as well as serve as a chapter leader and keep a solid academic record. Tonight, we would like to present you with your gold Iowa degree pin. Congratulations. At this year's National Convention, Colin Johnson received his American FFA degree. Colin could not make it tonight, but we congratulate him and wish him the best in the future. We would also like to welcome back to the stage Cassie Rice, as she has earned her American FFA degree at the 92nd National FFA Convention. The American degree is the highest honor an FFA member can achieve and is the mark that officially ends a member's career in FFA. It is a rigorous application process that culminates several years' worth of SAE records. Cassie's SAE included placements in rabbit production and cattle production at Schrage and Rice Cattle. For those who may not know, Cassie was one of the most decorated and highest achieving members born from the Appleton-Parkersburg FFA chapter. Cassie was not able to receive the award in person at the convention in November, so we have her American degree certificate and pin to award her tonight. Can everyone please give a big round of applause to our members achieving these great honors? I would now like to call Mr. Prudence to the podium to hand out the Specialty and Star Awards.
All right, as I come up here, forgive me if I'm taking a drink of water every once in a while here. We got quite a few awards here to give away, which is a great thing. The following awards from this point on are ones that members had to apply for in order to be selected. It was made very clear to all members in our chapter that one must advocate for themselves in life, never to be confused with arrogance or overconfidence, rather to build a life skill that is necessary to advance. Without representing oneself, these awards cannot be given to members. Moving forward, it is important to note that all these members had to earn these awards. A carefully selected awards committee was formed to remain neutral on applications and instructed to place merit towards the value a member has brought to our chapter. Without further ado, let's begin with the Specialty and Star Awards. The award of Star Green Hand recognizes a first-year member that has gone above and beyond the expectations of a first-year FFA member. This year, we have a solid candidate who took a big step forward for our chapter this year. This individual was involved in all activities at the local level. He has been noticed by the upperclassmen as a member who is motivated. And lastly, he is known for not backing down from a challenge. It is clear that he wants to make our chapter known to do the same. This year's Star Green Hand recipient is Dalton Shell. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Go ahead and get your picture taken. The Workhorse Award recognizes a sophomore or junior member that has been extremely active in our chapter and simply gets things done. This award is new to our chapter this year and was created out of the necessity to recognize those who have gone above and beyond their duties as a member alone. It is meant to place importance on our members that are not freshmen or seniors, as their achievements do not always get recognized. With so many great applicants from the junior class specifically, this award was actually among the hardest and most debated by the award applications committee and goes to show the caliber of members that are in our junior class. This year, our Workhorse Award goes to an individual that has readily taken on any challenge placed in front of her. She has designed many of the posters, flyers, and social media postings our community has seen. She sits on multiple committees within the chapter, most notably the Porktober, Harvest Meal, Community Breakfast, Plant Sale, and Banquet committees. This year's Workhorse recipient is Brittany Gibson. Congratulations. The Hidden Gem Award recognizes a senior member who goes the extra mile in the chapter and never seeks or asks for recognition. This is a person who is in the background working for the chapter without others potentially even knowing it. Just like the Workhorse Award, the Hidden Gem Award is new to our chapter that was created out of the necessity that there are senior members who are selfless in their acts towards the chapter. You'll notice that this award is clear and has engraved lettering that you need to look closely at to really notice. Similar to the recipients, unless you're looking really close, you may not always notice. This is a heavily contested award, and the committee could not make a decision on just one member. The first member could not be here tonight as she had prior engagements, but she has stepped up in nearly all activities asked for her. She was consistently the one person that could always be counted on when I'd become nervous about having members attend an event. The first recipient of the Hidden Gem Award is Jersey Rostek. The second member is one that also does a lot in the background. On multiple occasions, he would be the one working away or prepping things before, during, or after meetings. So much so that I can guarantee a lot of members may not have noticed. Whether it was getting things ready in the greenhouse or pulling chicken apart, hot out of the oven so that other members can eat at a meeting. He did so without asking for recognition in return. The second recipient, he's got to walk up in the top, Luke Edeker. I'll give him the award later. It's going to be a heck of a walk. He's up top. So, the next award, the Star Chapter Farmer Award, is given to a senior member who has an exemplary SAE in the area of entrepreneurship. An SAE in entrepreneurship is an intensive undertaking that entails having dollars invested into a project, has true risk of money involved, and goes back to the core of what the FFA was founded on. This year's Star Chapter Farmer is an individual that encompasses what it is to be a well-rounded FFA member. Maintaining a solid SAE project in the area of goat production outside of Parkersburg, he has attained a wide variety of skills. He served as a chapter officer, has already received his Iowa FFA degree in part to his SAE, offers sound and logical advice to our chapter officer team, and has been an exemplary leader for our chapter, and I expect a lot from him in the years to come. This year's Star Chapter Farmer is Kobe Ryard. Congratulations, sir. The Star in Agribusiness Award is given to a senior member who has an exemplary SAE in the area of placement. An SAE in placement requires working for an entity who pays or offers credit of hours towards them. This year's Star in Agribusiness is an individual that has taken full advantage of what it is to be an SAE project. Her SAE involves Plant Systems Pathway working for CB Seeds in Parkersburg. She has served as a chapter officer and has participated or been a leader in almost every event we've had. Additionally, it was because of her exemplary SAE project that she was one of the six finalists in the Stars Over Iowa Award program held by the Iowa FFA Association. To be eligible for that program, members must have an outstanding SAE project and be recognized by the District Review Committee, which consists of other ag advisors from the North Central District. It is an incredible honor to be recommended, let alone be chosen as the representative of our entire district. She has represented our chapter extremely well and cannot wait to see what the future holds. This year's Star in Agribusiness is Diana Mulder. Congratulations. All right. The next set of awards is Outstanding Grade, Achievement, and Leadership Awards. We'll recognize our members in these areas. The Outstanding Grade Level Awards are given to the person who is the greatest representative of our FFA chapter in their respective grade level. These members embody the leadership qualities that other FFA members should aspire to follow in the footsteps of. Will the following recipients please come forward and receive your plaque when your name is called? This year's Outstanding Freshman Leader is a member who is very quiet. She had attended the National FFA Convention back in November, and although shy at times, I have seen significant growth over the past months. She comes from a great stock built out of hardworking family, has a work ethic that will bury most anyone, strives in the academic arena, competed on the conduct of meetings team at the district level, and is ready to aid in all things FFA. Someone I see as an integral part of our chapter in the years to come. This year's outstanding freshman leader is Hannah Bell. This year's outstanding sophomore leader is a person who has represented our chapter well while attending the National FFA Convention and doing a TV interview highlighting herself and our chapter that you've seen prior to the beginning of this banquet. Additionally, she is there to help with any committee work thrown at her, and she's eager to serve our chapter in the near future. This year's outstanding sophomore leader is Elena Mulder. This year's outstanding junior leader is a person who has stepped out of her comfort zone on multiple occasions this past year. She served as a chapter officer, took a huge step to represent our chapter while running for a district officer position, and dominated competitions at the sub-district and district contests, and was set to take the stage at the state competition in public speaking. She will be continuing to serve our chapter in this next year in a leadership role. This year's outstanding junior leader is McKenna Brower. Congratulations. This year's outstanding senior leader is someone who is the definition of a well-rounded FFA member. This past year, she has served as our chapter president, the North Central District reporter, ran for state FFA office, and has simply been a standout leader in our chapter. There are a lot of great things to say about her academics, extracurricular involvement, motivation, character, and especially her positive attitude. Someone I truly leaned on this past year as a new instructor and advisor. I wish the absolute best to her as she pursues the next stage of life at Iowa State University. This year's outstanding senior leader is Diana Mulder. Next, the Outstanding Achievement Award is awarded to a senior who has shown tremendous level of participation within chapter events, is well-rounded in the academic and extracurricular arena at AP High School, and has future plans to pursue a post-secondary degree. This year's recipient has been a four-year member who has always shown tenacity towards making our chapter better. She has served as an officer, has aided in recruiting outstanding young members, earned the ability to compete at this year's state convention that was unfortunately canceled, and has earned her Iowa degree this year. She will be attending Iowa State University to study elementary education. This year's Outstanding Achievement Award goes to Rachel Klein. Congratulations. And finally, the Outstanding Leadership Award is given to individuals that excelled in leadership positions this year. Whether they were an officer of our chapter, they were a leader of a committee or event, participated in chapter activities, or simply stood out as a premier leader this past year. This award is given to the most worthy. Both members have served as chapter officers, earned alternate to state in the chapter program CDE that you had seen playing prior to the banquet start, and have been staples in keeping our chapter up and running. For one recipient, he has always been a quiet member whose voice could always be counted, heard, and expected to make decisions. He has a tremendous future ahead of him as he transitions to Iowa State for ag business. For the other, she has helped develop what I hope to be a new tradition for our chapter in the area of community service, in which I hope we will vastly expand on in the future through a dry goods drive with Brothers Market. She will be attending UNI to study middle school science education. There is no greater award that can be given at the chapter level, and these two individuals have certainly earned it. This year's Outstanding Leadership Awards go to Kobe Ryard and Carly Troina. All right, as they get their final pictures taken here. This last little one of the last segments here tonight, and I'd like Luke and Colby get a spotlight down on the flowers here. All the members that we have in our FFA program, freshmen to seniors, I would like you guys to please come to the front and line both sides of the stage in the front on both sides of the podium. For freshmen through juniors, I would like you to grab a flower, announce your parents' names, and then bring that flower to your parents in the audience. So freshmen, please line up first, sophomores, juniors, and then seniors will grab a blue-tipped flower. Still grab one. If your parents aren't attending, go ahead, still grab one.
No? Okay.
Go ahead, Wyatt.
Scott and Amanda Mitchell. Can I grab one? Okay.
Just don't tip over the flower pot.
Crystal Arch and Dustin Shell.
Travis and Emily Williamson.
Katie and Dan Wright.
Josh and Lindsay Peters.
Rick and Andrew DeGroat.
Bobby and Amy Bill. Jim and Ann Lubers. Galen and Carla Mulder. Randy and Linda Behrens.
Matt and Sarah Jansen.
Josh and Mandy Brower, Molly and Cody Kiewit.
Reed and Tracy Oswagon.
Rick and Shelley Gibson.
Mariah and Tim Wendell. Stephen Sharkonen.
Alicia Morris.
John and Allie Ryard.
Mama Heather.
Galen and Carla Mulder.
Roy and Shiloh Johnson.
Ryan and Stacy Edeker.
Kyle and Mary Rice.
Corey and Jen Troina.
Yes, please give him. I know that a lot of other chapters throughout the state of Iowa and nation have this as one of their items in the banquet, and this was always one of my favorite parts of the entire banquet when I was in high school. The opportunity, especially for you seniors, to say thank you to your parents for their support and for everything that they've done for you, especially in FFA. I know that you guys may have just given them a flower tonight, but please, after this banquet, give them an even bigger hug. I'm thankful for them, for raising you, for getting you into this program, for motivating you, and having you be part of this chapter. Please give a round of applause to your parents one more time. All right, can seniors please join me on stage? no particular order, just go ahead. There were quite a few seniors that couldn't make it tonight as well. Nathan Clausen, Noah Oldenberger, Olivia Lawton, Jersey Rostek, Benji Munt. If you guys take a look behind you, you guys will see one of the first pictures that you guys taken as part of this chapter. And I did write something to the seniors and I sent it to them the night of their graduation, but I'd like to read it for you guys tonight. With so many of them on the stage, I wanted to say a little bit of something about each and every one of you, but in lieu of time, there's a lot to say, but in lieu of time, I want to call and tell you and tell the audience some of my thoughts about this senior class. It's difficult to see you all leave. I'm incredibly proud of each of you. You didn't deserve this in COVID-19, but once again, it's just one of those things you've taken on the chin and kept moving forward. Unquestionably, my first year wouldn't have had the chance to be successful without your unique class and your hard work attitudes. Unquestionably, other programs would have failed with the turnover rate of advisors the past few years, a further nod to each and every one of you. Unquestionably, you all had a hand in advancing the FFA chapter in one way or another. That's certainly not on me as an advisor. I can assure you all that. That's on you as individuals. I cannot express how selfless your graduating class is. Truly a spearheading theme, whether you noticed or not. Selfless is what I think of your class. Unquestionably, I'm honored to have gotten to work with your class, the class of 2020, in my first year at AP. You've made this place feel like home. I'm genuinely in debt to all of you for your passion towards FFA and know you will achieve great things in your lives. Thank you, and I wish you all the best. I'm going to go. Senior officers, you can remain on stage. Thank you guys again. Can I get one more round of applause for the seniors? So I have a few comments before we're closing up. We're getting there, I promise. Okay? So picture directly following the banquet. I need all members that are here to stick around for the banquet. We got to wrap up and make sure that we have all the pictures for the newspaper and whatnot before you guys are leaving with those in your hands, okay? So for current members, this year is quickly approaching. Begin setting your alarms back to your regular school schedules and set an example of what it means to be an FFA member. It's a month away, guys. Make sure you're setting them back. It's not sleeping until 10 anymore, right? Right. Anyone who receives a pin tonight, for some of the members that might not know, and you guys can take a look at the officers as well. For those who received a pin of any kind tonight, you may display those highest 3 pin achievements underneath your official dress jacket. Put it below your name. Okay, so display them properly and proudly. A quick announcement for a short turnaround. On Tuesday, there's an opportunity for those who would like to livestock judge. We can take up to 7 members on Tuesday down to Vinton, Iowa. There'll be a livestock judging show. And if anyone is interested, please let me know after the banquet. Again, 7 students. Once we get the new officers elected, there will be a video, and the person is here in the crowd, and I'd like her to stand up. Grace Long was a member of the Iowa FFA Association officer team this year, and she did a tremendous job. She came in and did a media visit day. Some of you may have seen it on our social media pages. Can we please give her a round of applause? She did an amazing job on this. She wanted to be here to cheer some of our members on here. So we will be showing the video that she put together, and I believe she did a tremendous job. We'll show that at the end. Thank you again, once again, to Brothers Market. I know they couldn't get someone here tonight. We'll be sure to get that award to them. Again, parents, thank you for being supportive of your son and daughters. I get to work with very, very tremendous students at this school. And thanks again for a successful year and for all of your support. I will now turn it over to Diana to introduce who the new chapter officers are. So, you guys will be remaining up here, Missy and here these are.
Perfect. You can stay up here quick.
Yeah, okay. Oh.
All right, before Mr. Prudence gets off the stage, can you stay on here quick? Let me find my thing. So, on behalf of our officer team, I would just like to take a much-deserved moment to recognize our chapter's advisor, Mr. Prudence. We can't put to words how thrilled we were last spring when he decided to come and take a chance on the AP school district in our FFA chapter, even after we locked him outside in a snowstorm during his tour of the building. But it was me. But in only 7 months, you were able to impact and encourage every member and student you crossed paths with. Your natural charisma and can-do attitude inspired us to lead this year with a passion and drive equivalent to yours. Though your first year as our advisor and ag ed teacher didn't go as planned, we know you will continue to uplift our chapter as you go on in your career. Your senior officers only wish we could stick around another year to see our chapter continue to branch out under your advisement. Regardless, we feel so blessed to have you as our teacher, advisor, mentor, and friend. We can't wait to see you continue to grow in your impactful role as advisor to the Appleton-Parkersburg FFA chapter. Thank you for all of your selfless hard work and long hours you put in to ensure that we succeed. It doesn't go unnoticed. Thank you.
You guys can go ahead. Thank you guys so much. Oh, you even got mellow yellow, my favorite.
Where's this at?
So, I guess he'll be there. But here, go ahead and use these.
Okay.
So, I'll be right back. Don't start yet.
Wait, I just do junior. Yeah. No, you do. MVP. Not right away. Okay, I'm right away. No. Wait, where are we? Okay. Wait, where are we? I have it. Oh, wait, that too. You're gonna say it.
He's gonna start the music. New officers, please stand, come forward, and be recognized when your name is called.
Ready?
Yeah, go.
Okay, our junior vice president this year will be Addison Williamson.
Woo! Our new sentinel this year will be Abigail Barnes.
This year's reporter, who I happened to train during this session, is Elena Mulder.
Our new treasurer is Missy Oswagon.
Our new secretary is Elizabeth Moore.
Our new vice president will be Brittany Gibson.
And your 2020-2021 AP FFA chapter president is McKenna Brower. Okay. It is an honor to be an FFA or an Appleton-Parkersburg FFA officer. From time to time during the year, you may encounter difficult problems, but through cooperation, hard work, and dedication, you will succeed and the FFA will prosper. Do each of you accept the responsibilities of your office, and will you do your best to uphold the ideals and principles of the FFA? If so, answer, we do.
We do. We do.
I now declare each of you properly and duly installed in the respective office to which you were elected. May your year of service be marked by integrity, dedication, and cooperation. Set high standards of leadership for all chapter members. Retiring officers, can you please escort the new members new officers to their respective stations. Go down next to Carly. Go next to Carly. Dude. Do I just say that now? Oh, wait, that's not. Okay.
Madam Secretary, do you have any record of any further business which should be transacted?
I do not, Ms. President.
Does any member know of any unfinished business which should properly come before the meeting? We are about to adjourn the meeting of the Appleton-Parkersburg FFA chapter. As we mingle with others, let us be diligent in our labor, just in our dealings, and courteous to everyone, and above all, honest in the fair of the game of life. Fellow members and guests, join me in the salute to our flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I now declare this meeting adjourned.
Hey. We still have the media visit. We still have the media video. Oh, play the video. I forgot. Yuck. Oh, I hate watching me. Oh, it's so bad.
My name is Kobe Ryder from the APFFA chapter.
Hello, I'm Diana Mulder, and I'm from the Appleton-Parkersburg FFA chapter, where I'm the chapter president.
In this video, we meet the Appleton-Parkersburg FFA chapter. We hear about why some of their members decided to take the plunge and join FFA, about a chapter plant sale, and a chapter poultry project that incorporates not just FFA members, but animal science students as well, the 75th anniversary celebrated by Appleton-Parkersburg, and of course, the advisor making all of this possible.
I joined FFA because I thought it'd be a really cool experience. I didn't really know what I was getting into, but after, I'm so glad I did because I've got to do so many cool things.
Actually, kind of funny story. I wasn't planning on joining FFA because I've never lived on a farm before. I've lived in town my whole life, but my grandparents live on a farm and they have horses and some other animals there. And so I joined animal science just because I was kind of interested in it. And then my ag teacher at the time kind of just roped me into doing FFA, and I've loved it ever since.
I joined FFA freshman year because Diana Mulder actually told me to join an ag class, so I got enrolled in Intro to Ag, and I really liked it. We did a lot of fun activities, and I decided that FFA was kind of something for me.
I think I joined FFA. I joined as a freshman, and I think I joined because a lot of people said that it was really fun, and I didn't grow up on a farm, and I always wanted to be involved like that, and so it's definitely not all farm related, and so I enjoyed that.
I grew up on a farm, and when I got to high school, I knew I wanted to stay with agriculture, and the advisor, Ms. McMillan, really just pushed me to join.
I joined FFA because I wanted to experience new things, and I think that doing FFA has made me step outside of my shell, and I have grown so much that it's just impacted me.
So every May, our chapter has a plant sale in the greenhouse behind the ag room, where we sell plants to our community, anything from vegetables to flowers to succulents and cactuses and anything in between. And it's a huge fundraiser for our chapter, and we get so much community support for it. It started my freshman year, and with my new advisor we had that year, and she saw our greenhouse and the nice utilities we had and said that we needed to do something with that to be able to reach the community. And so that was really the start of the sale and our ability to provide plants and other resources for our community. All of our seeds for the plant sale come in April, and we start the plants ourselves. So we plant the seeds in little starter pods, things that come in the thousands. And then once they grow, we kind of separate them and put them in bigger pots as they grow until early May when our plant cell starts. And we care for the plants, water them in our plant science classes and agronomy classes, and just get ready for the sale. Make sure that all of our plants are healthy and able to be sold.
Well, we got chickens for the first time. We have chickens in our greenhouse right now. That's something exciting.
At the beginning, we did research on like how much bedding we needed, how much food they needed per week, how much water, like what we're going to do when they're ready to be like butchered and harvest. And we started off doing it that way. So like we would have the bedding group like do the bedding, and then the feed group would do the feed. But then once we all got used to it, then we got into separate, like our table groups, I guess, and then we have separate weeks.
Mr. Pudick's picks a group every week to do the chores, and they have to come in before or after school to do the chores. And some have to come in on the weekends, but some volunteers also come in on the weekends. And every month or two, we have to go down to Cedar Falls with Mr. Pudick's to get bedding and feed for the chickens.
I'm in the egg business class, and we're working on the business side of that. So we get to see all like the finances and how we can do better for next year since this is our first year.
Every day there's a group that comes in. We get them fresh water, fresh food. Probably twice a week we usually clean out their bedding and get fresh bedding in there for them. We have a bunch of chickens there that are here butchered, and these ones are all egg layers. We have about 15 egg layers.
Some people like scoop up the old bedding and like throw it away, and then some people like put new bedding in, and then the water and the feed.
I, for one, live in town, not the country, and somehow I got in this class and I'm experiencing stuff I would have never experienced before. It's pretty cool.
It taught me a lot more about animals and like raising chickens. Because I raised chickens before, but like there was a lot of stuff I didn't know about.
Responsibility, having to go out, and if it's your week, you have to go in on weekends and feed and water them. So.
I learned a lot of like the job opportunities that I didn't really realize was under animal science, like all the different like types of jobs, I guess, like categories.
My favorite part is probably picking them up every day, just like holding a live animal in your hands. I think it's really cool.
Feeding the chickens and watching them grow.
Just coming out here and getting the opportunity to see them and see how they grow.
I love when they were babies and we could like just hold them and we like had them on like the table and we just cuddle them, and it was so fun. So in the year 2019, we celebrated our chapter's 75th anniversary, and I am proud to be the 75th president of the Appleton-Parkersburg FFA chapter. And our chapter's legacy has been crazy in our community, and just how many people in our community are alumni and have taken what they learned in FFA 50 years ago and still apply it to their lives. And my dad was a chapter officer. That's something that we've been able to connect to and grow our bond throughout my high school career. And so just having that integral part of our community for 75 years has been an amazing experience for our chapter and being able to continue that legacy in the next decade.
Every year that I've been in FFA, I've had a different advisor, so it's been really hard, but each one has taught me something different, and I'm so glad I got the chance to be with all these different advisors.
Okay, so I've actually had 3 advisors, so they've each taught me something different. Like my first advisor helped me just get into agriculture and the different parts of FFA, and then my second advisor, she helped me kind of branch out. Like my junior year, I was really scared to like talk to people like on the phone and stuff, but I've been able to do more of that now, and she's helped me get out in the community and talk to people that I don't really know. And then my advisor this year has helped me with a lot of leadership things. I feel like I'm doing more as a reporter for our chapter, and I feel like feeling like working on my Iowa degree, he's taught me a lot about like how to do that and how to do it well.
Since our advisors changed 3 times since I've been in FFA, that has been definitely interesting for our chapter. As a freshman, sophomore, Ms. McCullough really did have a positive impact on us. She really taught us what the FFA was about, got us involved, and really sparked that passion. And then this year with Mr. Pudens, even though it's his first year, we know that he's really knowledgeable, and he's been able to help us a lot. And so far with my ag broadcasting experience, that's what I'm doing this year. It's been a really positive experience. So Yeah, so having the different advisors has definitely been hard at times, but it's also been interesting to see how they can help us in different ways.
The advisor makes it he makes it fun, and he just makes it so we can enjoy our time in FFA.
So, like many of the members here, I've had 3 advisors during my 4 years of high school, but the new advisor we have for this year, Mr. Prudence, has been an amazing impact on me continuing my FFA career. He's really inspired me to keep going through my senior year and keep pursuing new things and keep reaching my goals for this year. So he's been an amazing impact on me.
He's really nice and cool and everything, and he gave us this wonderful opportunity to raise these chickens, and we wouldn't have had that without him. And I liked him as a teacher and just like to be around him, so I chose to take another class from him.
So our advisor is new, but I think that he's made an impact so far. He's very energetic. He tries to interact with everybody. He tries to make sure everybody's involved. And we haven't always had that in the past, and I think that's very good.
Mr. Prudence is a great teacher overall. He's fun to have in the classroom. He's just a very smart guy, and man, I love him. He's awesome.